Alright, here's our JP-3. Whether it's a JP-3 or JP-4, it doesn't matter. The only thing that is different is a slight modification for the JP-6W, which has a really wide frame. So, first order of business. Remove the handle bolts in the bottom of the frame here. Remove these. We're going to be replacing these with different bolts. Longer ones. You can take this handle bracket completely off if you want. A lot of people just leave them on. Okay. In the bag, we have two 5/16 or number 8mm, I should say, metric bolts. And the metric bolt goes through the washer, a pivot bushing, which is a smooth bushing, and the side arm here like this, through the frame of the, put on an 8mm nut, goes in between the frame and the lift bracket, and spin this back in through the frame. Get this one snug, and then we put a lock washer on the inside and another nut for the 8mm bolt. And that's one side on. And when that's adequately tightened, we'll do the same to the other side. Washer, pivot bushing, frame side arm, and the 8mm nut. And another lock washer and the other 8mm nut on the inside to make sure that it doesn't loosen up. Okay, next piece is the cross piece for the top part of the machine, and this lifting finger goes under the handle there like that and this side. So we'll get that squared away, but let's get our fasteners ready. Using two 5/16 by half, a 5/16 by 1.25 inch bolts, two get a washer, flat washer, and the other two just a lock washer, and you'll see why in just a minute. The bolts with the flat washer are for the slots, the slotted part, and the ones with just a lock washer are for the part that has just the hole. One with a washer by the slot. And the same on the other side. And securely tighten those using a 1/2" wrench. There, that's tight. Now, next on the order of business is the lifting fingers. These fingers are go on the inside of the frame. There are lefts and rights, and they're held on by 3/8 bolts. The 3/8 bolt goes flat up against the inside of the bracket. Bolt goes through the hole with the lifting finger under the bracket. The pivot bushing, the 5/16 washer over a 3/8 bolt, and a 3/8 nylon lock nut. This is why 2 wrenches are required, because of the lock nut. Well, gotta have this up like that and tighten. Tighten securely. Same for the other side. Bolt, bracket, pivot bushing, washer, and the nut. And tighten. Next comes the 3-point hitch. That's held on by 2 U-bolts using 4 serrated flange screws. And you're going to need your 1/2" wrench for this operation. Set the toolbar mechanism on the top and insert the U-bolts. And start your nuts. And the same for the other side. We'll leave it loose for right now. We'll get it centered. But now, with our nuts on but loose, we can move the hitch across any which way we want, which you can offset if you desire, but we're going to try and get everything centered as possible. I'm at 6 1/4 here. I'm at 6 here, so I'll move it over just 1/8 inch. It should be about 6 1/8. Oh, real close. 6 1/8. Right there. Tighten them down, and basic assembly is done.